And VEVOR also sent you some Michael Jackson gloves here for you peoples out there that don't want to get your hands dirty. Now look at there. Ain't that just snazzy? Makes Papaw want to get up and do the old moonwalk. Guys, I don't know about y'all, but I ain't never got enough storage space out here at my gardening supplies. But I'm finna add to my little garden storage here, and I'll show y'all in a little bit. First, we're gonna go look at these onions. Now guys, I know it ain't been but just a few days ago y'all seen my onion bed. But look how they just, last couple of days, is just laid over. And to me, when they laid over like that, it's time to pull them. So all the ones that's laid over here, we've been to go on and pull. And I'll take them and lay them on my drying rack. But I'm gonna put them right here in this wagon to take them to my drying rack. There's a lot of them still standing. I'll just let them grow until they fall, and then I'll pull them as they fall. Them ain't bad onions. I was hoping they would all get big like some of these bigger ones over here, but like that one right there, it ain't gonna get no bigger because it's done broke over. From my experience, when they break over, you might as well pull them. Now there's a good one right there. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping they'd all been like that. There's several on this outside over here still standing that's that big. There's another good one. There's a couple of the biggest ones there, guys. There's my hand. It goes about halfway around it. Now that's 26 I done pulled right here. Alright guys, that's 32 that I pulled right there. And I know we done got 8 out of there. So that's 40 onions. So that'd be 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna just say approximately 70 onions raised in a 5-foot raised bed. That's a pretty good amount of onions. Now some of them didn't turn out as big, but hey, that there's pretty big if I'd have wrung it. I never did wring nothing. But anyway, guys, look at there. Some of them right there is bigger if I just wring them, but that in there ain't. I wasn't doing my job wringing onions good enough, was I? But the onions is coming to the end in this bed. Probably won't be, I say, less than 5 days. The rest of these will be falling over as quick as them started falling over in the last couple of days. So guys, now that we got our onions harvested, I would have just pulled them and left them laying on that bed there. But we supposed to start getting rain in the middle of the night in the next 2 days again, so can't leave them out here. I got to take them and hang them up. But starting this video, y'all seen me in my little garden storage shed and it is full. Then I got this storage here. It's full. I needed another storage. Well, I got me a VEVOR. This is 120 gallons. And a lot of people use these for pool deck storage or sit around on their porches to store stuff in. But guys, these plastic storage containers they good and waterproof. I've had that in there for a couple years. But these make good storage containers. And I needed somewhere to put my fertilizer and just whatever you want to put in there. I got some more to clean out of that big building because I done got it so full I can't even get in there to get anything out. So I'm going to start moving stuff over here and fill this up. But if you need a storage container for your garden, for your swimming pool, or just for your balcony, check out the VEVOR. They come in, I think, 3 different sizes. And as always, there'll be a link in the description below this video where you can go check these out. Purchase one if you so choose to. And guys, I'm finna show a little clip of me assembling this. I assembled it right here on the ground yesterday evening when I got in from work real quick. It's very simple and easy to assemble, but I will tell you, in my video I made a mistake, so watch that mistake and do not do that mistake, because it is hard to get these unclipped once these pieces is clipped together. Very hard. But anyway guys, if y'all interested in any storage, or maybe ain't thought about using one of these in your garden to store stuff in, well, I've had that over there going on 3 years now. And the only thing happened is a limb fell out of this tree and cracked it on the top, so I had to seal it up. But other than that, it don't leak or anything. So I'm going to play y'all a little clip from yesterday evening assembling this. And like I said, if you're interested in one, there'll be a link in the description below this video. So go check them out. So now guys, we finna show y'all the assembly of this. So let's get it all out of the box first. Each piece is labeled. This is C. You got up, arrow pointing up. I ain't even got the instructions out at this time. I'm just gonna get the pieces out and have them laid out here. Y'all have to excuse the noise. My neighbor's mowing his yard right now. This is labeled A and up. This is another A and up. We got our metal pieces right here. There's actually 3 of them, it looks like. And this piece right here is labeled B. And this is labeled J. So now I'm gonna move the box over here out of the way. Lay my little pieces up here on top of this other storage box. All right guys, so we've been to get started. We got a pack of screws and they Phillips head screws. So I got my little drill with a Phillips screw in it here, screw bit. And it says, first, for your safety, please do not assemble this item separately. 2 people are required for a smooth, safe installation. Well, I ain't got 2 people, so we finna do this ourselves. So the first step, these are the reinforcement tubes, and we got 3 of them. Then we got 4 of these pressing plates, and then our screws. And we're starting with the labeled J here. This will be the lid. Now it doesn't show or tell if this goes this way or it goes this way. So I'm going to assume that it does not matter, and we're going to put it in this way. We're going to take one of our pressing tabs, they call it. Get me a few screws out here, and we're going to screw this right down in there, then I'll get back with y'all. Next, guys, it says install the hinges, which there's 3 of them. I popped that one in there. You just have to stick them in there kind of catty cornered. Give them a little push and they'll pop in place. Next, it says install the upper latch G, and it's labeled G right here. And I'm pretty sure you'll want this hole here because it comes with a little combination lock pointing out toward the front. 2 screws. Alright guys, now we're going to set this to the side. And we're going to get out what's labeled B here, which I'm assuming is the bottom. Like I said, I got my instructions here because the wording's not just right, because it says align the slot and install the front panel A. Please use rubber mallet for installation. Well, I ain't got a rubber mallet. I'm gonna see if I can punch them in. Let's see how this is gonna work. You're gonna turn the bottom up like this. And it would be easier with 2 people, but I'm gonna see if I can do this by myself. Just take your hand, give it a little bump, and it snaps right in place. And when you do this, it ain't but one way, even though it's got an arrow pointing up, it ain't but one way it can go to fit these little holes right here, guys. Now then, now I'm gonna tilt this up, and we're gonna take one of the ends, which is labeled C, and it says use a rubber mallet, but I'm just using my hand and it seems to be working just fine. Or it was. It just snaps together. Okay guys, I got ahead of myself. We got to undo one end. Okay guys, I'm having all kind of difficulties today with my filming because I come out here to do this. My neighbor started mowing the yard making noise, so we're gonna have to deal with that. Then when I assembled the ends on here, I got ahead of myself. You assemble one end, then before you put the other end on, you take these reinforcement tubes here and you slide them in from one end to the other. So I had to unsnap one end, guys, and I'm gonna tell you that was a booger trying to get that unsnapped once they snapped in place. But once I unsnapped it, I forgot to turn the camera back on of me installing them. So anyhow, you just slide them in from the end. Don't forget before you put one of the ends on. Both, just one on each side, just like this. Slide them in from the end, then put your ends on. Then we got the little pressing plates, which on this side I ain't gonna put on yet because the hinges is gonna go in these screws. It won't get no pressing plates. The pressing plates will go on this side. But it looks just like this. Now put them on there and put 2 screws in them. I know y'all can't see that, but it's the same as this side, except this side is where the hinges on the top will go. Now what did I do with my screws? Alright, I found my screws, guys. Like I said, this part of this video ain't going worth a patootie. Next, guys, we're gonna put the lower latch, and this is labeled I. It just sits right on there, and it's got one hole for one screw. Then I'm gonna turn around and get over there on y'all's side, and we're gonna set the lid on here and screw the hinges on. And then last, all we have to do is put the support rods on that goes on the lid right here. Now I don't know what the directions are saying, but I'm finna put the lid on first because I got mine. I can back it up against this fence here to hold the lid on. So having the fence behind me here is kind of like having a second hand right at this point. There's 4 screws in each hinge. Alright, guys. Next we finna put our supports on right here. You got 3 screws in the bottom. And 2 screws go back here in the lid. Now we on this end. Same thing. 3 screws in the bottom and 2 in the lid. And there we go, guys. Also comes with a little combination lock cable here, which I won't be using myself, but that is handy. You could, that way just a kid can't undo it and open it up. But I got little clips I put on mine. Now all in all, guys, that was nothing to assemble. If I'd have just read the directions and not snapped that both ends on before I put my rods in, it wouldn't have been nothing at all. Very simple to assemble. One person can do it. Yes, anything's better with 2, but you've seen I done it with 1 person and didn't need a rubber mallet. I just hit it with the palm of my hand and it snaps in place. But let me tell you, when it snaps in place, you can't hardly get them ends back off. And I ain't even gonna go trying to explain how I had to get a screwdriver up in there to make them release, but that's something you'll have to figure out on your own if you make that mistake. Guys, this here, like I said, it's the 120 gallon. It's approximately 56 inches long, 26 inches wide, and 24 inches high. And VEVOR also sent you some Michael Jackson gloves here. for you peoples out there that don't want to get your hands dirty. Now look at there. Ain't that just snazzy? Makes Papaw want to get up and do the old moonwalk. Now guys, I ain't very good at this hanging onions, but I am gonna hang these. Instead of laying them on my rack, I'm gonna hang them. So I'm just taking a piece of baling twine here and making me a loop. I hang, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 off each piece of string. And under my shed, I hang them from the rafters just like that. I do have a drying rack, but I know I'm gonna be digging potatoes here pretty soon. Not expecting to make much. I'm having a terrible time with my potatoes over there. They got the brown spot bad. Guys, this may not be the way people dry their onions here in the 2023 year times, but this is the way I seen it done when I was a kid, so it works for me. So guys, that's it. We harvested our little onions that was fell over. Like I said, we still got the remaining out there in the bed, and I figure in the next 3 or 4 days they'll be fell over and they'll be hanging up here. I decided I wanted my onions hanging around here. I didn't want them hanging around back there. Plus they can get more airflow right through here. Also, if you need a garden storage box, I just showed you a good one. Check out the VEVOR. I think that's actually called a pool box, but y'all see what Papaw's using it for. Makes a good storage box out for your garden. But as always, hope y'all enjoyed today's little video. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all have a great day and a blessed week. God bless. See y'all next time.